Nothing worth keeping. How about now? You have sound now? Got sound now? Give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Still no sound? Let me see. ADB, hello. Do I have sound yet? You can hear me? Okay, good. Alrighty then. We're going to continue on with the dimes this morning. It's not raining out there right now. It actually is very clear for a little while anyway. Hey, West Texas, how are you? Everybody hear me all right? Give me a thumbs up if you do. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Yeah, I saw something on Instagram. This girl was ranting that the thumbs up was a vulgar thing. But she was ranting on Instagram saying how people over the age of 40 give thumbs up and that's a vulgar thing. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. I've never thought of a thumbs up as being a vulgar thing. Hey, William, good morning. So I just dumped a roll of dimes out here. Did I get all of them in? Yeah. Okay. So we'll see what we get here. So you don't have to look at me. We'll look down here. Here we go. Zooming in. So this is first dime 2014. And that from face, looking at the face, it looked like it could be a silver, but not on your life. I know. Doesn't it just make you cringe when you hear some of these people talk, especially the young ones that they think they have something to say, but they don't even really know what they're saying. They they make up things to make themselves sound important, but all they do is show people how smart they are. So one down. See if we can come up with a 2024. Bioengineered? No, they're non-binary. Oh, I'm sorry. I said, oh, I'm gonna get shadow banned for that one for sure. So let me see if I can find one that even looks in here like it might be. Yeah, probably not. I don't know what else to look for. I don't even think there's such thing as a double strike dime, a DDO or a DDR. So everybody having a good morning. We got DD or DB, sorry, DB and William E. And I did have blistering barnacles here and Talca. They came in to say hello anyway. Hey, well, there's a 1967. That one's in pretty good shape for a 1967. And there's a 2013. Looks like it's in worse shape. 2014. Look how beat up that one is. That's a P. So this roll doesn't look very hopeful for what I'm looking at here, but that didn't look like an older dime. That one looked like a newer dime. Look at it, doesn't look too much different than the 2017 there, and it's 50 years difference. Wow, that's interesting. There's a 22. And a 13. Well, I guess if you want a special one, you're going to have to tell me, but unless it's a he or she, or him, her. I mentioned on my live last week, last Tuesday, my last live hunt, and I mentioned on there that there was a movie on X that it's called The War on Children. Very, very, very interesting. Oh, look at that. How shiny that 2023 is. That's almost proof quality. And it's called The War on Children on X. And Elon Musk shared it again to keep it on for another week. If anybody has kids or grandkids, S-mint dimes. Yeah, I'm looking for S-mints too. The anyway, it's very interesting. If you have kids or grandkids, need to know what people are doing to them in their schools. very eye-opening. But if you don't see me on anymore, you'll know why. I think since that day, my views have gone way, way, way down since I mentioned that in my live. Amen to that. Amen to that. And they've made it to where parents and grandparents have their hands tied. When I went to school, my parents, they would call my parents down for anything that I did, any little thing. My parents would have to come and bail me out and reassure the people in the school that they were going to take care of it, whatever it was. Nothing was ever that bad, but you know, now they don't want to call the parents for anything. They don't want to let the parents know that what they're doing to the kids. So it's really too sad. Really. Yep, that's what we're doing, West Texas. We're looking at dimes today, for dimes and pennies. Tomorrow will be quarters and pennies. I'm going to get through the 3 rolls of dimes that I have here today, and it's because it's raining out and I can't go hunting, so I have to find something to do. So I bought some rolls, and I cashed in my I cashed in my rolls yesterday morning from my metal detecting, and I bought 4 rolls of pennies, 4 rolls of nickels, 4 rolls of dimes, 4 rolls of quarters. So we have several hundred coins to go through. Yesterday we went through the nickels, and I'll show you what I found yesterday in the nickels. I got a couple of bisons here. Bison 2005. And 2 of the Ocean Views 2005s. And they're all D's. And there's the other bison. For the life of me, I don't know why the nickels from the 30s were buffaloes and the nickels from 2005 were bison. And then I got 1 of the Lewis and Clark nickels, 2004. And then I got a 1964, which I kept out. Probably, it's nothing unique. I should probably put that back in. I think I will. The 64s are not that special. There's a 77, not that special. And a Another 1964 there. And the 1941, I'm going to keep that one. Got a 1941 nickel. And I think these are all like 76. Probably nothing special about it. Hey DB, thank you for popping in and hanging out for a few minutes. Thank you so much. You're awesome. Have a great day. Another 64. I'll just put those back in there because there's nothing special about them. Another 76. I was keeping them because of the bicentennial type thing. 64. And another 78. I'll put that one in. So I kept out the 1941 and the 2005s and the 2004 that are the different than the Monticellos. So who knows? Somebody might need those. Maybe I'll find out if anybody needs a Ocean View or a Bison nickel to go in their book. I would assume since Gregory Freeman needs P's, then more people need P's than D's because the Denver Mint, I think, strikes more coins than any other mint. And San Francisco are the most rare, right? So this roll is not proved at 1967. So far, some Philadelphia's. Don't see anything special, especially different about them. 2007. Dimes seem to wear pretty much, evenly. They 1983, it looks as good as 2013, really. A little more wear, of course, but they don't look that bad. Oh yeah, if you check the edge of the S, because the S, weren't they mainly in sets? The S's, the silver ones, were in sets, right? So, almost done with this roll. A couple here that look a little different. Hey, BC Treasure Trails, how's it going? How are you today? Staying out of the ice and snow, I hope. David Carlisle, good morning, or good afternoon to you guys, maybe. So, this roll had mostly new coins in it. Appreciate you guys hanging out with me this morning. I have to check on my monetization today to see if they made a deposit in my account. Above zero. All right, you're cooking. This is 1987. That looks, look at the 67 and the 87. They look pretty close to the same for wear and tear. What's the difference in this one? What's that there? Something different. Something different. This one is a P. Oh, that's just the, that's got to be the engraver's initials right down there at the tip of the neck. So this one has no mint mark. So that must mean that it's a P, Philadelphia, right? 1967, no mint mark. It's clad. Didn't think that it wouldn't be. Yeah, yeah, got a 67 with no mint mark. Okay, last dime of the roll, 22. Nice and shiny. Okay, we will. I have to check my account to see how much they deposited in my account, and then go back into Studio and enter that amount into the little thing. Then they'll give me a number, and since I hadn't earned anywhere close to $100, I didn't think there was any rush to putting in the account number, but evidently they did, because they cut me off yesterday morning, or maybe the day before yesterday. They might have cut me off. I think it was on the 19th that they sent me an email. So they needed the information, but they didn't say they were going to cut me off of anything. But they did. And so I'm kind of locked out of everything until I get that information transferred. Put on all the information they needed, and then I just got to follow up and get that done today. And they said it could be 1 to 5 days before they'll make the deposit, so I have to keep looking at the checking account, see if they deposited that. I need one more dime. because I'm going to keep that 67 blank. So that, okay, one more roll of dimes coming up. I'll do this one. I think this is maybe a store roll where it's crimped on one end and then hand crimped on the other. So I've got a couple of the quarters are that way. So we'll dump these out here. They don't want to come out. I don't want to tear up the rolls. Hey, 2-pack, how's it going today? There they come. Oh, I got a couple of interesting dimes there that kind of popped out. We'll see. We'll see if they're... Probably not. So, looking for S-mints and anything important here. Silver. That's what. That's the most important thing. So, that's the ones that I thought looked like they could have been older. I don't think they are. I think they're just dirty, like this one. Oh, it's older, 76. Dirty. That looks like I dug it up. There's another dirty one in here. Oh, this one's coffee stained. Looks like a camo coin. Oh, W mint. That's right. Gregory said something about the W mint yesterday. Maybe you did too. And I found a W or an S. I got the one blank. No mint mark. 67. 1996 W. Okay. I don't think I found a 96 yet. I had 99 and a 98. No 96 yet today. The 2020. It makes you wonder what the dimes got into when you can get a 1986. It's almost as shiny as a 2000 something. '88. See, the 1988 looks just almost as shiny as a, not quite as shiny as that one. Definitely as shiny as 16. There's another 1967. Look how good that one looks. What is that? That's another no mint mark. Two 1967 no mint marks. Nothing special about them, huh? And 99. 2004. $1977 no mint mark. Is that before they started putting the P's on for the Philadelphia? Yeah, I was kind of assuming that. That I wouldn't be finding anything special if there was more than one of them. One, I could see finding something special, but more than one, nah. So, yeah, that was you too. No, I don't think it was you too. Just spoofing with you about saying you too. Don't forget to see you coining around tonight. Free duck race. I have to wait until there's more people in here, Tupac, because I don't think there's anybody in here that doesn't know that you're doing the race tonight. Whoa, that one's messed up. It looks like somebody took a look at the head. The face isn't messed up, just the edges. How do you do that? Must have got caught in something. Because this is raised up higher. It got a little bit of the edge there of the head, but the whole face is still there. Didn't get like scooted along in the parking lot or something. That was weird. And then the 99. No 96s yet. No, of any kind. No S's. No silver. Probably just throw those. Hmm. Wish it wouldn't glint like that. I'm trying to, there's something around the D there that, like the metal's stressed or something. Can you see it? Like striations where the D is. Looks like the metal's stressed there, stretched right down by the D. Probably can't see it if you're watching on anything but big screen TV. You can just see it when it's just something catching the light. Yeah, there was like 4, but I couldn't get it to shine just right. They were like lines around the D. Something, if it's not the same every time, it catches my eye. Like there's, like right here, I think this is from machine rolling. Come on. Right there under the L, I think there's like, yeah, can't see it. I think it's probably from rolling. And that's, I think we get to the pennies, there's a lot more to look for in the pennies, copper wise. And not only copper, but uh, steel pennies and um, Indian head pennies, and I think there are more chance in pennies because they make more of them, I think, to get DDOs or DDRs. But that's probably not something that's real prevalent either. Yeah, this roll, not good. Funny how just because they're dirty, they looked like something that we would be looking for. Still no 2024s in any of these rolls. Leads me to believe that the 2024s weren't. Yeah, I think he does a lot of penny rolls, doesn't he? Freaking awesome. Okay, that's the last one. So, need 2 dimes out of here. What's that one? Hey, Silver Assassin! How are you today? How are you today? Thanks for coming in to say hi. Roll these back up. And see if I can. Yeah, so all we got out of there was the 2 coins, the 67 and the 77. So that one that's machine rolled on one end, nothing there to indicate that it was worth any more than one that's hand rolled. I didn't get any that were bankrolled. They gave me all rolls that have been rolled by hand, or I think that the ones that are like machine rolled on one end and hand crimped on the other, they are because they bought the rolls in a bag, the paper rolls in a bag that were like that. I've never bought any of those, but I think I've seen them like at the Dollar Tree or someplace like that. So, one more roll of dimes here. Probably wind up just putting those in the regular dimes. Okay, and this one hand crimped on both ends. So maybe somebody rolled somebody's coin collection. Nah. Okay, there you go. go. Alright, there's one that looks dirty. And I think it's just dirty. Yep, that's a 2021. Nasty looking 2021. Another camouflage. Okay, anything look interesting at all? Here's one that's, no, that's just the light shining on it. 2010. There's another 1967. And there's 96, but it's a, is that a D? Yep, that's a D. Sometimes you look at the D's and the way the light shines on them, they look like P's. Sometimes. 96, no W. Well, at least we got a 96 there, Tupac. Oh, here's one. This one looks bad. Whoa. Looks like it's got black fingernail polish on it. 2001. $1990. $89 P. Lucky James. Gregory Freeman has a 300 and a 400. And from what I know about metal detectors, the Garrett are good metal detectors. Just get out there and dig every signal. And there's a 71. That looks pretty good for 71. So you can't go wrong with a Garrett unless you paid $1,000 for one. I think you'll like it. You get out there and start detecting. If you're gonna like detecting, that's gonna tell you whether you do or not. Hey, sunfish. So we're about through with the dimes. Here we got a few more dimes in this one roll. There's a 65. 1 year off. Wouldn't you know it? And for 65, that didn't look that bad. It didn't look like it was going to be that old. Yeah, we're in the 60s anyway, huh? Hey, Lucky James, what's that? $250? Hey, that's not bad. That's a good detector. What do they cost brand new? About 4? There's There's another 77. Is it brand new? If it was brand new for that price, I think the only difference between a Garrett and Mine Labs or Nocta is there's no numbers on your screen, right? You just have ferrous, non-ferrous. Am I right about that? I haven't even priced a Garrett. The only thing, the only reason I didn't is because I was told that Garretts weren't waterproof. When I was looking for a metal detector, I was looking for one that was waterproof so I could go in the lake. And I don't think Garretts are waterproof. 1980. Only got the one 1996, so. Well, over halfway through this last roll of dimes. It took me an hour to go through 3 rolls. That's not bad. That one song gets really loud. Then I turn it down, and then I have to turn the next song up because it's really not loud at all. 1990. 1981. Hey, Bloggers. There you are. Still no mail, my friend. Sometimes the post office doesn't let me know that I've got mail down there, but I've been checking and still nothing in my box. So we'll check again today. I'm going to go out today because it's stopped raining for a little bit. So I'm going to get out there and get a couple chores done, errands run while it's not raining. So I'll go by the post office and we'll check it again. There's a 96, another D. No W. Okay, well, keep your fingers crossed. I might get it today. There's another 65. Close, but no cigar. Bummer. One of those couldn't be. They're all 60s. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, 4 out of this roll. 4 in the 60s. 2 67s and 2 65s. And no silver. We did nickels yesterday, Block. American nickels, and I only got 2 2005 Ocean Views and 2 2005 Bisons and 1 2004 Lewis and Clark keel boats, and 1 1941. 1 year too early for the silver. So, okay, 2 more dimes to go, and I don't see anything here. 1993. Got 7 U.S. war nickels. How many rolls did you have to go through? How many rolls got you 7 U.S. war nickels? Lot. Yeah, that's what I got from this roll. What? 1,100 rolls? Whoa. Okay, so we'll roll these dimes back up. I'm not in any hurry to get these rolls done because I got today and tomorrow. So I'm rolling them back up as I go so that I don't have to keep them sorted and re-roll them later. So we're going to take a minute here, stuff this roll. So there was 10 rolls. That sounds better than 1100. Of course, I believe you guys when you tell me things here. Because shouldn't say that. I shouldn't say that I believe you guys when you tell me, because it makes me seem real gullible, doesn't it? Well, what I saw was that Block has said 1100 plus rolls when I asked him how many rolls did he go through to get 7 war nickels. So you can see my confusion, William. I'm looking at the chat thinking he's answering my question. So I could ignore chat altogether if you guys are going to be upfront with me here. Okay, well, I got almost that many pennies. I have 4 rolls. So we're going to look at a penny roll right now. Well, I'm trying to keep up with you, but I'm busy here, William. Yeah, I know it. Okay, first roll of pennies. Doesn't look like I got any. This roll was definitely not from a metal detectorist. How did you get, I was talking about pennies if I was talking about war nickels. Well, sorry about that. Okay, I'm going to have to get my scale out here too. I forgot that I had to get that out. Looks like I'm going to get a couple coppers out of this. Yep, first penny I picked up. 1982 copper. So this will be interesting to see how many coppers I get out of this roll. I do have one penny that looks like it came out of a detectorist roll. Hey, Greg, all diver, how's it going? So one copper, one messed up penny here, and it's definitely a zinkin. So 2019 zinkin. Got a lot of shields in here. I can see them already. So let's, if I get all the shields out first, get them out of the way. We know those aren't anything to look at. Or okay, there's 99. There's a 75. All right, huzzah, we got a copper. Another shield. And there's an 82. That's a really nice, shiny 82. So, and that one, definitely an 82 copper. Yeah, it was in really good shape. This, look at this one. It's a 2001. It looks like one of my pennies, one of the detector's penny. It's a 2001. '89, 2010. I'm gonna get the get rid of all of the shields here. Need to be playing around with this. This looks like I'm going to have quite a few coppers in here, though. So we throw all the shields out here, knowing those are not what I'm looking for. Okay, those are all nothing. And here's a nice shiny one. See how many of the shiny ones are Memorial Zinkins. There's one. There's two. Nope, not a bad buy, Lucky James. Yeah, they do. Let's see what this one is. This is a 94. Looks like one that I find. 88. And 84. Okay, most of these that I'm going to pull up next, I think, are all coppers. I got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 more here. But check out that 1982. That's in really good shape for 1982. That's the shiny one. Let's see what this one is. It's 69 copper. A 81 copper. Another 81. Pennies are going to go faster. 77. Another 82. Look at the difference between those two. $2,000. Nope. I thought that was, so it was only 9 more coppers. 80. 77. Another 82. Oops. There's a 70. There's an 81. And there's a 78. So, all together, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. Coppers from the first roll. Three, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. 3, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. 14 coppers. Well, that's not bad for one roll. Not bad at all for one roll. So when you going to go out? Lucky James, when you going to go out detecting? No 90, no 83s yet. Got my scale out here just in case I do go. So I need to put 14 pennies with these zinkins. I have yeah, I got 14 zinkins I can put back in there. 2, 4, 5, 10, 14. Okay. I'm gonna roll this roll up. How's the weather up there for detecting, Lucky James? So you'll have it up and running by spring, right? A couple weeks, right? You'll be out there swinging with the rest of us. Is your ground thawed? I know it's cold. Is it is it is it thawed, or is it just cold, or is it frozen solid like some places? I know a couple of you guys up there, the ground freezes. You can't even dig in it, right? Well, so I didn't get any real fantastic coppers, but 14 coppers out of one roll isn't bad. So we're gonna try another roll that's got the Scotch tape on the end of it. That roll that I just did had Scotch tape on the end of it, so maybe this roll will prove to be as fruitful. It's cold there, but I don't think his ground is frozen, is it? He digs in it. It's cold outside, but it's not like frozen solid, so he can't dig. So he can get down there. I can go out in the cold. I just don't like to go out in wet, get wet. Except, now that's a fib, isn't it? I do like to get wet if it's going in the lake, but that I can do all the time. If I had a wetsuit, I'd go out in the lake right now, even if it's cold out here. Yeah, the soil makes a big difference if it's frozen. You know, there's some places around here that it's so rocky and everything, you just don't even want to dig in it because all the rocks. It has nothing to do with the cold, but it does have to do with the solidity of the soil being uh, full of rocks and hard to dig in. So the harder it is to dig, the less you want to do it there in that one spot. If it's like frozen ground, it's like watch those gold prospectors, and they're trying to dig right at the beginning of spring up there in Alaska and stuff. And they're digging in that frozen ground, having to start fires on top of it to dig in it. Hey, Ohio Metal Haven, how are you? Thanks for coming in to the chat. Let me give you a wrench, Metal Haven. Be mindful of it. We use it to check out everybody else's channels. Go check out the channels that come to see me, and I see a copper right there. One copper just popped right out. So yeah, clay's. I've got a couple places I dig that's got a lot of clay and gooey, an ooey gooey mess. Okay, let's get all of the shields out here. And then we'll try and pick out all of the zinkins that aren't shields. Let's see. Shield. Oh, got a lot of shiny ones that are memorials too, so shields are easy to pick out. Memorials are a little harder to just pick out. Like I said, that 182 was really shiny. I would have thought when I picked that up, I thought it was for sure a zinkin. It turned out to be a copper instead. Nice shiny one. Somebody might want a shiny 82 like that for their book if they've got. Okay. Now looking at the. Oh yeah, depending on the ground, I get them. This is what most of my zinkins look like when I dig them. So a little bit different there. Still haven't stuck these in the tumbler. I got to do that. I have to do it today. Okay, so we got, I think, got all the shields out. Now here's a shiny one. We're gonna pick out the shiny ones and see if we got any shiny coppers. Let's see, shiny, 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 shiny. Then I'll keep the dull ones. There might be some dull ones that are zinkin as well. So there could be shiny ones that are no, I don't think you made a bad purchase. I don't think you made a bad purchase at all. A Garrett is a great machine, just like uh, Metal Maven said. Gregory has two of them, a 300 and a 400, and I think they both work well. So any metal detector, as long as you don't get a dime store metal detector, you know, something that is meant for a real little kid, but you know, any brand name metal detector, you can't go wrong in getting one of those and going out and doing the job. The only thing I can say, Lucky James, is if you have not been out metal detecting, uh, I I can just tell you that the metal detector is only as good as the guy digging. The guy digging's got to dig the signals, and if you pass them up, if the machine makes the tone and you pass it up, and you passed up something that might be treasure trash, might be treasure. So I don't pass anything up. Hey, Jacko, how's it going? Even I, I've already said that my son bought my grandson the Nocta mini hoard, and the mini hoard is for kids, but it still found as much as my legend found that day. We didn't find anything good with either one of them, but we found the same type of treasure trash and the same uh, types of coins and everything. So, you know, you just, the metal detector is only half of it. The digging's the other half. And then if you fall in love with just digging in the dirt just to see what's there, then you've got it made. And any metal detector will do. And then you're going to find out how much you love it. Well, look there. I've been sitting here with that one, another shiny 82. So I don't have to uh, weigh that one because you know what? I did have to weigh it because that shiny 82 is not a copper. That is a zinc. But the other one is a copper. Where's it at? There it is. There's that one. That's a shiny 82. Looks just like this one here. Looks just like that one. This one is 2.48, and this one is 3.3, 3.03. So I've got one copper and one zinc. So there's a 94 zinc and shiny zinc. 78. There's a shiny one. And that's a 78. Look how shiny that one is, but it's a little dirty. But other than being dirty, compared to this 80, very shiny. Definitely a copper though. There's another shiny 90 zinc. 93 zinc. 2007, definitely a zinc. 2003 zinc. Oh, definitely got to weigh the 83s if I find one. Definitely. That's the year my daughter was born, Maven. Character Alley was born in. There's another 78. Look how shiny that one is. Well, it's shiny compared to the other coppers. That's weird. Okay. We got shiny copper. Another shiny 73. Look how shiny that one is. Oh, where are these coins coming from? Why weigh the 83? Because a zinc weighs 2.48 or 2.5 grams, and a copper weighs over 3.01, 3.03. Um, and if the 1983 penny weighs 3.0 and above, then it's a copper penny instead of a zinc. So it's a mismatch. That's why I'm wondering why that 82, one is a zinc and one is not. One is a copper. So shiny 94. So in the 1983s, there weren't supposed to be any coppers, but the 82 is a crossover. It's when they started doing zinc, so there were some coppers and some zinc, but there shouldn't have been 83s, but there were. So I'm checking all my shiny ones, and so I've got two 1970s. There's a 71. That's not a shiny one though. I've got two fairly shiny 78s and one really shiny 82. There's a 68. That's a black penny. That one. That's the year I graduated. So these, none of these are real shiny. There's one that's fairly shiny, 1989, so it's definitely a Zinken. Here's 1999, a Zinken. From here on, they could be Zinkens or coppers. They're probably all coppers. So we got 76. There's an 83. Okay, here you go, William. Paying attention? Make sure my, there's an 83D. Oh, it's a Zinken. 2.48. Too bad. That 76. And there's an 80. Copper. 76 copper. And 80 copper. See, this 83 though looks like a copper, but it weighs like a Zinken. Freaking awesome! How you doing today? Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. There's another 83. Now this one looks like a copper. It looks close to the same as that 76. Let's weigh it. Let's weigh it. In a second. Nope. Another 83 Zinken. 91 Zinken. Another 83. Well, let's see. Well, another Zinken. So I got three 1983 Zinkens. 78. And a 91 Zinken. Dude, that looked like a good one too, the 91. But you turn it over and you can see the Zinken look to it there. But at the front, looks pretty good for, looks like a copper. So there we go. So coppers in the second roll. I got two 4, another shiny 78 there, 6, 10. So we got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 coppers and 182 zinkin out of there. That's shiny. But we've got 82 and a 78 that are real shiny here. And they're coppers. Yep. Well, the thing is, you're not paying an arm and a leg for a machine that you're going to possibly only use a couple times. The less you pay for your first machine, the better, so that you determine whether you like the hobby. Because I don't think that I go out one day that, even if I have a terrible day, luck-wise, I never have a terrible day uh, hobby-wise. So there were, so you want to just, this isn't bad. I'm keeping these aside for right now, but I'll probably just toss these into a roll. These, the Zinkin 82 and the Zinkin 83s there, I'll probably just toss them. So that's 2 rolls, 28, but actually 24 coins, coppers, 24 coppers and 4 I'll just put those back in here. There's nothing special about those. So if you can go out and swing for, you probably won't want to go out and swing for 6 hours straight one day the first time you go out, James. You'll probably work your way up to that, but until your arm gets tired, if you can swing and until your arm gets tired and you still are having fun and you enjoy getting down on your knees and digging in the dirt, unless you're always going to be at a beach type thing where you rarely get down on your knees. If you can use a scoop, that's one thing. But if you can get up and down off the ground and you go until your arm wears out and you still love what you're doing, then you're hooked. Right, guys? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Needed 10 more zingers to fill my roll up. Uh-oh. Somebody's messaging me. But that's what it's all about, James. I know you are hanging out with the addicted crowd, so you kind of know what we're doing. So you have an idea, but you never know until you get out there doing it. You might be in love with the idea, but never in love with the work. You know, the ordeal. The idea or the ordeal. Which do you love? So, all rolled up. Okay. Still have 2 more rolls of pennies here. See how many more coppers we can get out of here. We can go through 1 more roll, I think, in the next 20 minutes or so. 15 minutes. Got 15 minutes? Yep. Okay, another roll with tape on it. I think all 3 or all 4 of the rolls of pennies were taped, so they had to have come from the same source. So I might get lucky and get quite a few more. Stop. Okay, so that's good to know, Megan. Now, I know Garrett's a good company because I have a Garrett carrot. I love my Garrett carrot. So you can't go wrong with the Garrett, I don't think. I think a lot of the I shouldn't say it that way, the Australian gold, they call the Aussie gold hunters, but I used to watch this show all the time, the Aussie gold finders and gold hunters, and they use Garretts a lot to find gold. So I don't see where anybody could go wrong with a Garrett. Just don't see it, James. The only place anybody goes wrong buying a metal detector is they don't know that they like it or not, you know, if they're addicted to the hobby or not, and they spend way too much money on a detector. That's the only way you can go wrong, is if you buy one that costs a lot and then you decide you don't like it. That's where you go wrong. Not with the company, not with the type, because Garrett's good, Minelab's good, Nocta's good. Uh, there's some really good, inexpensive ones out there too, I hear. So, you know, I just had to have one. I would have stuck with my whites if it would have been waterproof. If my whites would have been able to go in the water, I would have stuck with it because I really like that whites. But since it doesn't go in the water, I don't. I'm not able to use it to go in the water, so I switched up to the Nocta. Yeah, I kind of feel sorry for them because I've seen guys hang them up and they just spent $2,000 on a machine that they're never going to use. It's like, what's that one? The Excalibur. It's for mainly underwater, and people buy an Excalibur that will never go underwater. You know. Here we go with the next roll. We're gonna get all the shields out here. No use looking at anything there, I don't think. There's a nice shiny memorial, and it's, what is it? 82. Let's see if that nice shiny 82 is, oops, copper or a zinc. Yeah, it's a copper. Nice shiny 82. Look at that. It's just as shiny as the shield penny. Shinier. There's 2006. Check that 1982 out. That's a copper. This must do. I don't know. I don't know who rolled these up, but they weren't discriminatory at all about rolling pennies up. Here's another shiny memorial, and it's 2004. So, so we're getting all the shields out here, and looking at the real shiny pennies that aren't shields, that are memorials, because we just got a really shiny 82 out of here. Got to keep your eyes on the ground, right, people? Yeah, I'll show you earring I found, Maven. Where's that earring at? Hang on a second. Got it right here. I'll show you a couple things that I find on the ground. This is a 14 karat gold earring with one diamond left in it. It had 5 sets. There's one diamond left in it, and I found one of the diamonds next to it. Okay, and this is something I found. This tests out 14 karat. And it's the back to an earring, you know, a little back to the earring, tests out 14 karat gold. And I found that in the crack of the sidewalk going into Walmart one day. So there's 14 karat gold by looking down on the ground. So you got to keep your eyes on the ground if you're a treasure hunter. Real treasure hunters look on the ground. Okay, I think I got all of the shields out here. I think. Yep, got all the shields. Except that one I don't know whether it's oh no, it's a memorial. Okay. So we get to set those aside. And the day that I showed this earring here off Maven, I had Tupac going around there look up the I weighed it and gave him the weight, and he said it's about $75 worth of gold right there. So that's not very heavy there, but that adds to the gold weight. How much is that little thing? I don't think it even weighs a gram. 0.10 grams. So, but that's 0.10 grams. Oh, well, it goes, let's see, is it 10? 0.12. No, 0.10. Okay, 0.10 plus the earring is so there's a little over $75 worth of gold there. Well, thanks for stopping in, Metal Maven, and good luck out there. Hunt well, stay well. God bless you for coming in and saying hi. Stay safe, okay? So we got one shiny copper, and here's another shiny coin here. Zinkin. Another shiny coin there, that's a Zinkin. Got about 4 more minutes here. Go through these. Zinkin. This one is 2003 Zinkin. A Zinkin 86. And there's an 82. I got to weigh the 82s. See if I make sure I got a copper. Okay, it is a copper. And 97 is a Zinkin. And a 2007 is a Zinkin. Picking out the ones that look like they're Zinkins. Might get a copper. Okay, the rest of these don't look like Zinkins, but there's an 81. That's a copper. There's an 88. See, it doesn't look like a Zinkin because it's not got that hue, but it's definitely a Zinkin. Yeah. And there's an 82. It looks like a copper to me. And it is a 3.04. So that's a copper. $19.59. Well, a couple of years off from the. Yeah, top. I just go to live chat. My chat goes off all the time. So that should, but I have to pick mine. It winds up at top chat a lot, so I have to pick mine. And then the chat, I have to tap it all the time. What do you mean I go off? I'm not going off, am I? Well, got to finish this up. I might go over my 2 hours a little bit, but so I still have 5 rolls of coins, 4 quarters, and there's another 82. Taking my time weighing these. So that's another copper, another 82 copper. 88 is zinkin. That would look like. There's another 59. That's 75. Well, didn't do too bad for 3 rolls of pennies and got over 20 coppers out of it. There's a 72. 89. That's a zinkin. That, around the memorial there, you can tell it's a zinkin that's corroded there. So looking at the front, you wouldn't be able to tell too well, but definitely looking at the back, you do. Okay, last coin is a 1982, another 1982 copper. Okay, so we only wound up with one 1982 zinkin, and I put it back in the roll. Hey, cartoons, how's it going? So what have I got here? I've got one shiny, nice shiny 82 copper. 2, 4, 6, 8 regular looking coppers. So I've got 10, 14 is 24, and 9 is 35. 35 coppers out of 3 rolls. Not too bad for today's hunt. No dimes, nothing good in the dimes at all. But I'm going to have to go see if I can finish up with my monetization thing so I can get back in gear. I didn't realize they were going to do that. I procrastinated too long. And that happens, huh? So, gotta make sure if you start something, finish it. Right? If you start something, finish it. So I need to come up with 9 pennies, 9 zinkins to finish out this roll. Every one and all. Oh, I missed saying hi to Stellar Outdoors. I am sorry. Hello, hello, hello. So I need 4, 6. Sorry about that. Didn't mean to blow your ears out. That's the only thing about wearing a microphone. You can't get away from it if it's hooked to you. There we go. Sorry about that, Black. So we go ahead and roll these back up. And oh, should I finish up the pennies? I'm going to go ahead and finish up the pennies today. Go a little bit longer if you guys are up for it. Stick around for a minute or two, or 20. Go for another few minutes and roll up this roll of pennies, and then we'll just do the quarters tomorrow. We save the quarters for last. So That sound all right to everybody? All right, we'll do that. William will stick it out with me. So, did you get all unpacked, William, or you still have boxes to unpack? So how's your day, cartoons? Anything exciting happening? Lucky James Eller got himself a Garrett 300. So he's going to be joining the addicted crew here real soon. Yeah, I don't even know if I'm getting any right this second until I get back on. I'm on live, but I don't know whether I'm getting any credit for the watch time because uh, they shut me down because they wanted info that I didn't think I had to provide until I got to a point where they would need to pay me, but they wanted it ahead of time, so that's all right. All right, I'm gonna get my other roll out here. We'll finish up the pennies today and go for the quarters tomorrow. So, all right, so where we stand is one last roll of pennies. At least I get to keep the rolls. I'm not tearing them up, so. Got ourselves 35 copper pennies out of 3 rolls so far. This is the 4th roll, and dump this out. There we go. Last roll of pennies. All right, here come the shield pennies. There's a lot of shield pennies in this one. So, looks like my coppers are going to dwindle in this last roll. Not going to be many left over. Oh, there's more than I thought. Uh-oh. Look here. I just flipped one over. Oops. I got a weedy. Okay. Let me move these out of the way here. Zoom in and see what we got here. Huzzah, we finally got one. Only one out of the whole batch. But we got one anyway. And they get our, well, look, there's a nice shiny 73. Checking the shiny ones here. Ones that look like they could be zinkins and are. Oop, that's 72. That one's not too bad. That's a little bit of a sheen to it. That. So we got a shiny 72 and a shiny 73. Well, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Any more shiny? There's a shiny one. 2002. That's not. 17. It's not. There's an 88. That's not. I'm waiting to see what this weedy is. Okay, here's another shiny one. That's zinking. I think this is a zinking too. Yep. I think this is a zinking too. Yep. This is a zinking too. Yep. Oh, dwindling down. Okay, these look like all coppers here, I think. I got 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 coppers and the weedy. Okay. Would you stop zooming in? All right. We're going to leave that one right up there. We're going to wait until the very last, look at the date on it. Okay, 73. It's a good copper. Here's, oh, this is a shiny one. It's probably a zinc. Yep. There we go, 1976. See, these are what the old coppers are supposed to look like. They're supposed to look like they've been around in everybody's pocket, in bubblegum machines and everything. They're not supposed to look like this. They're not supposed to look like that. That, see, that's 77 or 76. Not supposed to look like shiny like that. Another 75. Another, oops, that one is a zinkin. Yep, should have turned it over. Could have told you it was a zinkin just from not looking at that. Right there. Okay. 1980. And we got a 1981. I haven't seen a 92 yet. The wide, checking the wide what? The rims? The date? Now, see, I wasn't checking any of that. I'm going to have to go through these pennies and check for those dates now. The 92, 96, 98, 99, and 2000. Do I have any? I don't think I have any 2000s here. I haven't seen any 90s. Or there's a 96. Okay, there's one of the. Now what am I looking for there? It's supposed to be, this rim is supposed to be wider, closer to the date. Yeah, I was supposed to print out lists. I was. But you know how things happen. Let's see. You know, that rim, oh, that one looks off center. Looks wide on one side and really narrow on the other. Yeah, I might keep these pennies then and look through them again. So that one's definitely struck off center, but I bet it's not worth anything. Okay. Now I have to go through all these pennies again and look for. See, so none of the shields would be those years, right? Yeah, I'm not a coin guy, so I'm not probably not going to look for all of those things. The wheat cents and the coppers. Okay, drum roll. 1937, no, 57, 1957. Oh, 7 years old. 1957 Wheatie. All right. So how many did we wind up with? 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. So 45 out of 4 rolls, got 45 coppers. One of them being a 57 Wheatie. I did get like a 59. I got close to another Wheatie. So next time, yeah, I probably won't look for all those errors and stuff since I'm not a coin collector per se. So well, let's look through these that I got open. I haven't rolled up yet, and it's not legal to do that yet, but I got lots of copper out there, wire and all that kind of stuff that I'm going to melt. How much is gram? Is 1/32 of an ounce. So 32 grams per ounce. Let's see, how much would a ton be? So 2,000 pounds divided by 0.32. No, it would be boy, not a mathematician. You can tell that. Um, 0.032. No, that's not right. 0.0. 27,500 zinc pennies are 145 pounds. 13 times 27,500. It's be 379,310 zincans. Oh, nice. New Zealand did? A G.I. Joe, huh? That's different. Why? It, it does sound kind of funny, doesn't it? Britain melts U.S. and where'd that come from? Found a key ring. U.S. melts British silver, and they melt ours. That's well. I'll probably leave these out. And we'll look at them tomorrow. Because I'm about 2 minutes away. And so I'm going to get up here. There we go. Well, that was fun. I didn't really expect to find that many coppers in the penny rolls, but that turned out okay. And the one Wheatie. So, roll pennies here. So it seems to me that if I was to look for every error on pennies, then I would need a scope and need to sit around for hours and hours and hours. Oh, thanks, Block. You know, given what I found here, I might just try and buy a box of pennies. But a box of pennies would be how much? There's 100 rolls of pennies in a box. Is there that many rolls of pennies in a box? Oh, I'll look at I'll look it up. Here, let me. How many rolls of pennies in a bank box? I know there's 50 pennies in a roll. How many are rolls in a box? Oh, it's only $25 worth. So if I bought a box of pennies, $25, so there's 50 rolls in a box of pennies. I could buy 2 boxes of pennies and have pennies for ages. For every rainy day this year. Thanks, Quantum. Yeah, 50 rolls, $25 worth of pennies. So a 100 rolls of pennies, that's a lot of pennies to go through. 22 boxes of pennies. Yeah. See, I wouldn't be doing it all that often, only when it's rainy and I don't have anything else to do. So buying that many rolls, too much money would be just sitting around not being rotated. Yeah, I'm going to get out hunting every chance I get. What is it? 11 mistakes and you're 57. What do you got? A box of 1957 rolls? Freaking awesome. So that's pennies all made before 1957, not just all 1957s, right? Oh, thanks for that. I'll go take a look at them. All right, you guys. I'm going to let you go. I'm going to get some things done here that I have to do, go to the post office and all that good stuff. So, peace. I hope you guys all have a great day. God bless you all for being here today. There's 10 people hanging out here, it looks like. I've got only, seems like every time I get ready to go, I got a room full. But thank you guys. You guys are awesome. Much appreciated. You guys helped me out. I hope this time today actually counts. And you guys have a great day in whatever you do. Hunt well, stay well. All right. God bless you. Let's hunt.